Hey everybody, so today I wanted to come on and share with you my TBR for Nonfiction November. So I really shy away from TBRs because I'm such a mood reader and I'm inclined to change my mind, but I figured if I actually did a video for you all, that might compel me to actually read these books. So we're gonna see what happens. So the first book is called The Other Westmore, One Name, Two Fates. The chilling truth is that his story could have been mine. The tragedy is that my story could have been his. Wes Moore. When I first saw this book, I thought that there was a case of mistaken identity and that the wrong person was arrested and went to jail, but that's not actually what happened. So Wes Moore, number one, we'll say, is a Rhodes Scholar. He has a scholarship to Oxford University. And the second Wes Moore ends up arrested for burglary and goes to jail. So there's a write-up in the paper on both of these guys. So Wes Moore number one sees the article for Wes Moore number two, and it makes him wonder what happened to the other Wes Moore to land him in prison. What happened in his life to cause this to happen? And so he actually reaches out to him. He writes him a letter, and they start a correspondence through letters and prison visits. So this book is about the two of them living in similar corners of the world, but worlds apart. So this one I think is going to be very interesting. And I know Lisa, Literary Latinx, she said that this was a very good book. So I am looking forward to reading this. I think somebody else said it was good too. Now, this book I saw in Barnes and Noble one night, and I just kept looking at it, went to the shelf, pulled it off, looked at it again, put it back. And then when I came home, like a few days later, I ended up ordering the book. And it is When Women Pray, 10 Women of the Bible Who Changed the World Through Prayer. And this is a T.D. Jakes book. And I love the cover. I think it's very beautiful. So I love reading about women in the Bible. And I think it's very interesting to see a man's perspective on these women too, and the things that they say. So it'll be interesting just to see what he says in here. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. And the last one, I don't actually have the book. I've got it on reserve at the library, and it is Educated by Tara Westover. Now, I've heard some people say, oh, it was kind of slow and it was hard for me to get into. And then other people said, oh, it's the best thing I ever read. So it's like, okay, I guess the truth is somewhere in between. But that is a book club selection. We're discussing the book in December. So I need to read it in November, which turns out to be perfect timing for Nonfiction November. So that is my TBR. What are you reading for Nonfiction November? What good books are out there? I do have The Warmth of Other Suns, and I have Cast, both by Isabel Wilkerson. And I know it's going to take me a while to get through those because they're chunkers, but I do intend to read both of those books. So yeah. Oh, and Stamped from the Beginning. I still want to read that one too. They're all on my list. So that's what I'm reading. What are you reading? Let me know down in the comments. And thank you all for watching and subscribing, and see you soon. Bye bye. Till next time, keep reading.